Wifey's taking the G-Wagon and I'm taking the Mclaren. How good does the Mclaren look with all of this new carbon dripping off of it? The hood is absolutely stunning. The roof is already carbon. The mirrors were already carbon. The front lip was actually already carbon. It just wasn't long enough. We have the brand new carbon Vorsteiner wing. Check that out, you guys. We have the P1 GTR style exhaust and we have an insane diffuser. And then we're gonna run a couple of errands, but I have a huge problem with the 720. I got a rock chip in the windscreen. These windscreens are really expensive to replace. So we're gonna wanna go ahead and try to get this chip right here, Phil. It is right by my finger, right there. Don't know if it's gonna focus. This lighting is awful. I'll show you guys in a second, but let's get a quick cold start. Well, that's no joke. See that chip? Now you want to get these filled right away, or else what happens is you're gonna end up with this crack, and these windscreens are probably like $7,000 to $8,000. I just ordered one for the Huracan at $7,000, and it's gotta come all the way from Italy. We need to engage active mode, we need to engage aero, we need to go probably into race mode because McLaren. And open the back cave. A wifey in the G-Wagon behind us, and we have a gold G-Wagon. What? BF Engineering killed it with this tune. Just listen. There's the Murcielago hiding right there. And right over here somewhere. Just boom. Auto Glass Express. So you can see the chip right there. I have no idea how much a windscreen for a 720 is, but I would imagine it's a lot more expensive than fixing that chip. Now, not all chips are fixable. Pray for me that I can fix this. Look at this, you guys. They fixed it. Filled it with epoxy. Thanks to Boyd Auto Body and Glass, the 720 windshield is fixed. Saved me $7,000. They are right next door to August Luxury Motor Cars. If you can find that place, you'll find this place. Come and see them. I think you should jack up the G-Wagon just like Dave. So what do you guys think? Should wifey jack up the G-Wagon?
I'm still waiting on that chrome delete first.
Oh, you want the blackout package?
We'll get on it. Add it to the list.
I'm back to harass Hayden one more time for more favors and more carbon parts to be installed on the 720. What's it gonna cost me today, sir?
One of those arms and one of those legs.
Okie dokie, okie dokie, dokie, okie. Hey, so besides the fact that we're gonna be putting on the brand new splitter on the 720,
I have some bad news. The bad news is, bad news bears, the weather sucks. The other thing that sucks is Lamborghini ownership.
Sucks?
What?
You showing up at 5 o'clock and expecting us to do your car.
You told me to show up yesterday, you some.
No, I didn't, you son of a...
You did.
I did.
The Murcielago has a little issue. It's a little issue, bulletproof, but it's a big problem to get to it. I'll explain. This is like a scene out of Gone in 60 Seconds. We're gonna steal some cars, boys.
We got Dave's car here, old school Porsche here. All of a sudden, the Espada's got no freaking wheels on it. And there she is, the Tire Slayer. You and I are gonna have a little chat with the audience because you are not behaving.
What's up, you beautiful bastards? Today's video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Let's dive into the game. With almost 500 champions to collect and upgrade, endless artifacts to find, and billions of different teams to try out, Raid Shadow Legends has years of content. It's the first mobile game that really captures the magic of games I grew up playing. Raid is free to play for both mobile and PC. Let's go ahead and open up shards. The thing is, it doesn't matter if you get a good one or a bad one because they're all useful. If you get a good one, you can use them to level up. If you get a bad one, you can sacrifice it in order to level up your good champion. I have summoned some epic champions. We have the Madman, Grave Chill Killer, check that one out. Look at the graphics, that's super sick. Skills, let's see. Freezing Toxin level, attacks one enemy and has a 40% chance of pasting a 5% debuff for one turn. There's super awesome skills in each one has. Let's go back. Fury Stoker, that one's probably my favorite. That's crazy. The Corpse Collector, what are your skills? So she has an Insidious Parasite level 1, Hailfire level 1, with all my stats over here. As you know, Raid is always adding new features. Within the last couple of weeks, they've added a ton of new updates. First, they've just added the Champion Fragments, which let you collect pieces of a champion during every event you participate in, that you can use later to summon the entire champion. There's a special event running right now to get the amazing Krila Witch Arm, which ends August 28th, so don't wait around. There's also a new bazaar where you can load up on high value items with the gold bars you win in the Tag Team Arena. And they just extended the daily login rewards for up to 270 days with free champions available just for logging in. This month, month raid is really hooking you guys up. If you're a brand new player, you get 100,000 silver coins, 1 energy refill, 10 mystery shards, and a free champion, Slasher, which is a really awesome champion you can only normally get after playing the game for quite some time. All this treasure will be waiting for you here. The rewards will be available for only new players and only for the next 30 days. So what are you waiting for, you guys? Click the link in description, download Raid right now, and start earning your exclusive rewards. If you want to play the game with me, look me up, Dave_DDE. That's it for me, you guys. Damon, back to you.
All right, before we get to the bad, let's stick with the good. The Huracan twin turbo sheepy race tire slayer is an amazing beast. It's got 91,000 kilometers on the odometer. It's virtually had no major issues other than the fact that I blew a differential. Now, that's neither here nor there at this point. The car's been running great since I've gotten it back. We should do a cold start before I get to the bad.
We waited for it to warm up. Mike, do the pleasures. Give the people
what they want.
Now with all those pops are flames.
Let's shut the lights off and see it.
Holy crap! That is so cool to see. You gotta stand here and watch this. Did we burn the Ferrari? Tell me we burnt the Ferrari.
It feels warm. Now,
Oh my God, it actually is warm, like lightly warm.
there was one ball of fire that came out, and I you not, it was this far.
Fire Slayer does shoot flame.
All right, let's turn the lights back on. It was funny, I said it didn't, because I'm never behind the damn car. I'm always driving it, so I didn't know. That was really cool. It's a bit rich in here. It's a bit rich. That's what the Tire Slayer does well. Does almost everything well. However, it has a problem. It doesn't drive straight anymore. Like trying to figure out, I'm foaming at the mouth because I'm so excited.
That was awesome.
My heart rate's through the roof. Essentially, we've been trying to figure out what is wrong with the car.
So the car, when you get on it, is basically, it feels like it's twisting and it's pushing the car into the right lane. When you let off the throttle, it comes down and wants to go into the left lane.
That's the problem with this car. Driving a basically just shy 1,000 horsepower car that doesn't drive straight, it's not safe, it's not fun. It really takes away from what I've known this car to be for the last 4.5 years.
Don't get me wrong, it looks amazing. It's about to look crazier because
We also have the Super Trofeo Evo kit should land at LTMW in the next couple of weeks. This car's amazing, but we need to diagnose what's wrong with it. So we gotta get this on the hoist. Brett's gonna take a good look at it, and that is not where the Lamborghini problems end, unfortunately. Now let me go tell you what's wrong with the Murcielago still.
boys have the 720 up on the hoist.
And we are preparing, I say we, even though I'm not helping, we.
Admit you're not helping.
What is that? What is that? Okay. I thought you had soft for a minute. So we are preparing to remove the carbon OEM front splitter and replace it with the massive,
Well, it's not massive, but it's significantly further out Vorsteiner. And the best part is the carbon wraps around the side, and there's a carbon winglet that comes right off to the side. I'm super excited.
it's gonna completely change the front end of this car.
You guys are gonna have to wait to see that because they're not the quickest guys. So I'm just, oh, look at Brett. Brett's like, you sound. I'm gonna get the keys to the Murcielago and tell you, unfortunately, what's wrong with the Murcielago still. It's a little problem, but it's a big issue to get to.
All right, time to talk about the Murcielago yet again.
First, a cold start. We are not gonna shoot flames with the Murcielago. We have a fire hazard. So while she's warming up, let's go over some of my favorite features of the Murcielago. First and foremost, of course, the scissor doors that go directly straight up. Now, the Aventador doors, they don't go exactly straight up. They kind of go out and up. The other favorite thing that I have is, of course, the gated manual gearbox. That's a no-brainer. This just happens to be like the best thing since sliced bread. I don't know how much you guys love sliced bread, but if you loved it as much as I do, well, you know how I feel about this car. Single most biggest kind of supercar, exotic car feature that I used to try to mimic onto my Hondas was this. The mono wiper. This is very well known in the old GT1 race cars, the single mono wiper. I absolutely love it. And to finally own a car that is legitimately got one wiper from the manufacturer and that I didn't convert it by removing the driver's side wiper blade and moving the passenger side over and moving it halfway up the windshield so it blocked the passenger's view, feels like a huge accomplishment. All right, guys, I have a co-pilot. You ever had a billionaire in the passenger seat hold the camera for you? Be your bitch.
I'll do it.
All right, so here's the issue with the Murcielago. We have no engine lights. Currently, car is bulletproof. It's summer, but for whatever reason, it thinks it's winter and it's trying to tell me it's cold out. That does absolutely nothing, but we have no engine lights. Let's take it for a drive and see if it stays that way. This is always gotta be off in a Murcielago. Traction control on, this car drives awful because you take corners and it flickers on and off. Remember that?
Yeah.
It's not good.
No.
So let's take this for a drive. I'm gonna show you some of the funnest things about this car, which is the sound of that V12. And I'm gonna break the news to you about what's wrong with it, because it needs to go under the knife. It's not optimal weather conditions, but hey, we get to use that mono wiper I just talked about. Oh, the sweetness that is the gated shifter. Those gates, the clickety-clack, don't talk back. Listen to this. Oh, love it, love it. There are only approximately 98, less than 100 for sure, of these cars in the entire world. 26 came to North America. Now remember, it's wet out. We have 640 horsepower, all of it going to the rear wheels because it's a rear wheel drive converted car. No longer all-wheel drive. We have no TC on. Somebody please pray for us. Oh, it's slick out.
It's a little slick.
We're just gonna take this and park her back somewhere where nobody can see her.
Did we get any lights come on?
I don't know, I was giving her pretty good. What you would have not noticed in any of that, because none of that's an issue. But at 2,000 RPM, if you hold it there, whether you're in gear driving, the car's in neutral, there's a vibration. See, only a very skilled, professional, talented race car driver, such as myself, with no experience or certification, would be able to find something like that. And I did. And the boys, well, guess what? They put up on the hoist, they identified that it's coming from the clutch. So what we're thinking is when I put a brand new clutch and flywheel in down in Beverly Hills along with the engine, it might have not been what's called indexed properly. I'll get one of them to explain it to you. Ready for this? I told you it's a Murcielago, right?
Check engine light.
I got the check engine light to come back on.
That's good. And that is why I am keeping the Murcielago at all costs. It looks insane.
It sounds insane. It is insane. And it's rare, and one day they predict this will be $1 million collector car. And I got it for a lot less than $1 million. So far, not a bad investment, even though I've sunk a bunch of money into it. As far as the clutch indexing, which one of you fine technical gentlemen would like to quickly give a breakdown on indexing a clutch?
Like so the assembly is all balanced together. So if you don't install it, or if you clock it a different way, then it'll vibrate.
Ah.
Or there's a vibration in your transmission
that's coming through
to the clutch.
I hope that's
one or the other.
Case.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Good vibrations, good vibrations. So that's what's going on. It's not the end of the world. Like, I can drive it. We're gonna try to drive it as little as possible, once in a while, lightly.
Engine and tranny, everything's coming out, buddy.
The tranny, the engine does?
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's all one assembly. You gotta pull the engine out with the tranny. For what time is it? Is this the third time?
This is the fifth time the engine's been out of that car. Can you guys even believe this? The fifth time the engine is coming out of this car. And it's all running, it's just a vibration. I'll update you on the, holy sh**. balls. That's what a 720 looks like with nothing on it.
Well, that's crazy. Damn. Woo. So this is the old one, and this is the new one. Look at that carbon fiber glistening off of Brett's face.
Love it.
All right, you guys, don't give up on me. Don't give up on the Murcielago. This is, I'm telling you, one of the DD flagship cars.
We've been through way too much to stop now. We're so close. And like I said, I can drive it as I just did. I just want to stay away from being at the 2000 RPM range because that's where we're getting this shutter.
And we have a very easy install on the Vorsteiner carbon lip. No problem, bada bing, bada boom.
A little bit of bear paw involved. Just a rare. All right, you guys, this is the moment of truth. We have almost everything but the front fenders installed on the car, and oh, damn, that looks good. Spence?
Looks so sick.
Right? What do you think? Like, now that it's got that longer carbon front splitter, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
Boom. Damn, man. Look at that. Oh, yes. Vorsteiner carbon. And this is the piece that came around that there was no carbon from right here all the way over here. This is all part of that front lip. And then this front lip now comes out. It's extended further. You can actually see how it is going past the nose a little bit. Man, it's so much more aggressive looking. It does, it just ties it all. And Hayden, you were saying it ties together with like that side piece?
That's right, because now we got carbon, 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 carbon.
Carbon, 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 carbon. All the it's like Oprah. You got some carbon, you got some carbon. Everybody gets carbon! Love that car. All right, let's jump in the 720 and go for a rip. I love how aggressive the 720 GTR build's coming along. It's only gonna get better and better, you guys. What a rocket. Wow, wow.
Well, what an epic way to end this video, you guys. Driving off into the sunset in the 720 GTR build. Making some noise. Woo! Thanks for watching today's video.
Smash the subscribe button, you guys. Join the DD fam, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!
Never get sick of hearing that.
Never get tired of hearing that, do you?